What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Endeavours, it's Jackson here. It's the 18th of December, so as always, there'll be timecodes in the description, you know how it is. This set here, it's pretty good. Everything is honestly a good option. I would personally go Kill Beasts, Gallery Furnishings, and a Law Book, because you can just kind of do these all really conveniently. But honestly, catching fish is just a little bit slower, but it's super simple. And Tel Var, it's still really easy. I'll go through this one as well. I think everything here is worth going through. So I'm going to start with a Law Book. Honestly, one of the easiest endeavors in the game. What you want to do is just find any bookshelf in the game. Any of them work. The quickest one to get to, with Volkagard's Way Shrine, if you just head here, because you've got this unlocked by default, right? Everybody can just come over here when they're ready. If you just come into this building here, to the northwest, it's the same place you go to talk to Furnishings to get a house, which is also another thing you want to do today anyway. This bookshelf here, you just read it. That's it. That's everything. Alright, so next is the Gallery Furnishings option. So with this one, it's a bit more of a pain, but still really easy. It's just the initial prep of like collecting a house for free and then getting yourself gallery furnishing. There's two that I recommend you look at, just depending on if you've done a group dungeon yet. If you haven't, there's another one that you can look at that's also really easy to get. So firstly, free house. This character here, Furnishings, if you find her and you've got a quest available, you can just talk to her and get a free house. You can do this on any character as soon as you create them. Level 3, just come in here. It's at a place that you can easily reach in Volkagard. Same thing, Way Shrine's unlocked by default, so it's just no issues getting here. If she's not here, you've probably already talked to her and completed this quest, got her a house. If you want to check if you already have a house, you just go to houses here and just look at anything here. Now, I don't think there's any houses that have gallery furnishings in them by default. Yeah, just to show you, you just literally keep pressing the talk button, you'll complete your quest, get a bit of gold, and the house that you get will show up here. The three available are, depending on your alliance, Rosy Lion, you've got Mara's Kiss Public House, and then Ebony Flask as well. So I would advise you do this on all three, like on 3 characters on 3 different alliances, even if you just create them at level 3 just to do this. I think it's worth it. They're all really handy to have. They all get you to locations that can be handy. Because like if you just left click here, travel to it and go outside, it means you can travel straight to Evanheart without needing to go from all the way over here to like trek on foot. And this area here is usually where I go to do my fishing. So it's in this case, this is a house that I would use to set myself up. So yeah, really helpful to have. But at least try and do the ordinary one, because you get this one here, which you can use to travel to a way shrine. Say if you're in a public dungeon or a group dungeon and it's a pain in the ass getting back out. Like, for example, City of Ash 1, if you go to kill the Flame Atronachs, getting all the way back up, that can take time. You can just use this method instead to get here, get to the Way Shrine, and just travel on. So yeah, I would suggest at least getting Mara's Kiss, which is an ordinary Dominion one. Alright, so what are the 2 furnishings you want to look at for getting this one done? One of them is a group dungeon trophy. So if you go to collections here, go down to furnishings, go to Undaunted Busts and Trophies. Busts are what you get for completing veteran versions of content, and Undaunted Trophies are what you get for completing normal content. So this is really, really easy to get. All you have to do is, if you have gone to this here and queued for a dungeon, if you have defeated the boss of that dungeon, or like, I'm pretty sure even if you're in the dungeon and like the rest of your group kills them and you're not there, I'm pretty sure it still works. So yeah, if you basically just queued for a dungeon at any point, you'll probably have something in this list here. Krug, the Drake King, that's for Fungal Grotto 1. It's like the quickest dungeon to do in the game. Even on like a slow build, you'll probably do it in like 10 minutes tops. And you only have to do it once. You've got this trophy for the rest of the time. You only need 1. The other way is to use Alliance War. The only thing about this is you have to be level 10. Once you're here, you want to look for the achievement finishers. So usually they're in a building with this icon here. So Highlands Glory Inn, this is on Daggerfall's side. On Heavenheart, I'm pretty sure it's in this building here. Yeah, so you've got the finishers there. I think for this one here, yeah, so Victory Tavern as well. So just look for those locations. Regardless of how well the campaign is going, it doesn't matter. You'll always have access to these gates, and there'll always be... Players will not be able to access this area. It's like, I mean, unless they're fucking cheating or something, it does happen. Right, so here we are. So just looking for the achievement finisher, Lotta Tusk. Just open this up, and you'll see these pennants here. So if you just do the tutorial in Cyrodiil, it only takes a few minutes. You'll get the ability to get the pennant, because all you need to do is complete the first tutorial quest, and you'll get like 3,000 alliance points, and you'll be able to get this straight away. So just need to buy one. These count as gallery furnishings, so that's the other option that I would use. But eventually, you just want to use the dungeon ones anyway, because they take inventory space and they cost alliance points. This one here doesn't cost you anything, and because it's furnishing in collections, these don't actually take up inventory space, so it's doubly helpful for you. If you need to get out of Cyrodiil, you just go to the way shrine here. Just access it. And from a way shrine in Cyrodiil, you can actually go straight to your house if you just travel to it. So, for example, I'll just go to Seaboom Villa. This is like my mainstay. And the best thing is, when you travel to it via a way shrine, you don't have to do the initial animation to like where your character like checks the stars and stuff to travel out. You just travel straight there. So yeah, after that prep, you just... Oh yeah, sorry, it's been a while. You just travel straight here, and it's as simple as going to your housing menu, go to browse, either get your pennants or your trophies here. It'll show up under gallery. Just grab one of these, put it on the floor. Oh shit, I have too many collectibles. God damn it. Okay. Alright, this might take a few minutes. Hang on a sec. Alright, what about this one? How many collectibles do we have? None. That's all good. Okay, so just placing this here. Just place it on the floor. Now, it has to... The way placing endeavors works is it has to come from your inventory or from your collections. It can't be on the ground already. So what you either need to do is pick it up, put it away, and then go into your inventory again and place it. Or what you can also do is use undo and redo, the key bindings at the bottom left, because that will just place it back on the floor. So you can just undo, redo as many times as you need. So when this comes up as a weekly endeavor, you can just do that to do it really quick. So that's all there is to it. So either you just place the pennants, undo, redo, or you place one of the trophies, undo, redo, and that's everything. It takes literally like 5 seconds. As soon as you get in, just place it, undo, redo, that's it. And if it's already on the floor, you can do the same thing basically. So if it was already here, later on, when this endeavor comes up again, you just travel to this house, just remember which one you've got it in, just pick it up, put it away, and do the opposite, so undo, redo, undo. And then it's on the floor again, ready to go, so you don't even have to look in your inventory. You just have to go into the housing menu. And that's that. Right. So, looking at beasts next. There are a lot of locations you can find these, but it's just like... Sometimes they can be, like, you could just find only reptiles and stuff like that, and it doesn't count. So let me give you an option that will almost guarantee to always have some beasts in it. And it's really easy to reach. So we've got Daggerfall Ray Shrine here. Again, really easy to reach. There's like this trifecta section here of Shrieking Scar, Beldama Weird Tree, and Belborn Rock. There are, God, what are they called? Harpies here. There are wolves and bears here, and there are imps here. These all count as beasts. So let me just confirm that. You've also got a Wodwas here, but it was the endeavor yesterday. It's not anymore. And yeah, it's not worth fighting that, because one, it's not a beast, and two, it has shit tons of health. So once you get over here, there should be your harpies. There you go. So yeah, that's a beast. That's one. Just be mindful of these traps on the floor, because they do a lot of damage. If you really want to make sure you don't get hit by one, you just have to make sure you go stealth, and you can see the outlines of the traps. That's only an issue in the harpy area. It's not a problem in the other ones. So if I go over here, pretty sure the deer don't count as beasts, because they're actually critters. They're not actual enemies. So here goes some imps. So these also count. Yeah, that's two. And yeah, lots and lots of imps here. And then you've got the weird over here. You've got wolves that are hostile. These wolves are really weak, and they count as beasts too. So honestly, you could have so many people coming through here, and you probably would still have plenty of beasts to kill for the Endeavor. Because, like, Overland, it's always kind of an issue where if it's too busy, you're just waiting for shit to respawn, and sometimes it can be a pain. But there's so many beasts just in these 3 locations. Usually is. That's the thing. So this area is really good. There's so many other areas you can go to, like Oridon. You've got over in Shattered Grove. There's a lot of wolves and bears here. In the starter zones, like maybe not Balfoyan, but Bleak Rock Isle, there's bears and wolves all over the shop. Stros Mackay, you've got they're not dingoes, are they? I'm trying to remember what they call them. Yeah, you've got the things in here, wolves and those other ones. You've also got in Betneek, you've got lots of wolves around the carved hills as well. So yeah, you just got shit tons of stuff to use. Same thing with Kanathi's Roost, you've got lots of skeevers and lots of allets all over the place. So yeah, just plenty of stuff to use. Now, if you're in an instance area, let me show you what I would choose. Because you only need 5 beasts, and this instance area has 5 beasts like literally right next door to where you get in from. So this option's also really good. Jump straight in. Just to the left here, you've got a set of 5 skeevers over here. And they are super duper weak. Even for dungeon enemies, they have low HP. And there you go, that's your 5 beasts. Now, in order to get here for the first time, you can travel to this from a way shrine as soon as you unlock it, so it's really convenient as well. But if you haven't been here before, you'll have to unlock it on the map by traveling to it. So in that case, in the description, just check a video I put there for home tours, how it works, if you're not familiar. But it's really good. It's just like basically having a bunch of extra way shrines that you can use whenever you want. So just use Gardener House here, anyone else's in Browse. You just go down here, through here. Either come over this bridge, or you can just jump straight down here and just go to the water. As soon as you unlock it, from that point you can travel to it from a way shrine, and it's really convenient to use. Yeah, you can see why I use these 3 options here. They're so easy to use, but now let me just go through the other 2 options, which are also just fine. Just take a little bit longer, I think, that's all. Okay, so with fishing, what I like to do for this one, I find the easiest way to do it is to use river fishing holes, because you've got sections like this that have shit tons of spots. Never is there a time where like there'll just be no fishing spots. There's always like, as soon as you deplete these ones, some of the ones over here will pop back up. So yeah, just constantly able to fish. And I use river fishing spots because this is honestly the easiest bait type to get large quantities on, especially with this location here. So this is Bleak Rock Isle. It's one of the starting areas that you get in the Ebonheart patch side. So if you create a character on Ebonheart's side now, you'll always be taken to Bleak Rock Isle. So you can either do it that way, or you can just travel here by the boatswain in Stonefalls here. Her name's Lizel. You just talk to her, she'll take you to Bleak Rock Isle. So what you're looking for here are these things here, torch bugs. Grabbing one of these, you'll get river parts, insect parts, which are river baits. There's a columbine there, always grab those. Now, the reason you want to grab these is the way bait works in this game. You can use any bait type, but if you use, oh hello dude, if you use like for example, if you use crawlers, which is not a river bait type, in a river source, you'll have a lower chance of actually getting fish, and you must get a specific, like, anything that actually counts as an actual fish for the Endeavor to work. If you just get shit like a gunny stack or you use bait and shit like that, it doesn't actually count, so it slows down how quickly you can do this one. It is, that and like, river bait is the easiest to get. Like insect parts, you can get so many of these from torch bugs all over the shop around this area here. The only problem with this location, it's the Skystride Burrow in Bleak Rock Isle. The skeletons are hostile, so when you're trying to run through here, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass getting there. But what you can do is, if you talk to Daj here and actually complete this quest, all these skeletons become docile, so you can run around and they won't become hostile to you as soon as you get close to them. So yeah, it is worth doing that for the long run if you want to make your getting fish easier with this Endeavor. Because yeah, this Endeavor will come up in times when like you get other shittier options. Like the options today are really good, but sometimes you get just like absolute ass. And yeah, fishing is usually not too bad. It's just a little time consuming, that's all, and a little bit RNG heavy. But this is the way to produce the RNG. So yeah, just run through, just keep looking around the trees, especially like the larger ones. Even if you don't actually go into the Skystride Burrow itself, there will be torch bugs along those trees down here, but it's just that most of them will be in the actual trees around the barrow itself. So around like these trees here is usually where you find them as well. Now, you might have noticed before we got a couple of torch bug thoraxes. Those are also excellent, and another good reason why doing this is good, because torch bug thoraxes are fucking ridiculously expensive. Look at that. They're more expensive than Columbine on NA. That is utterly ridiculous. So yeah, getting these can really fuel your ability to do other endeavors in the long run, which require gold. But you do probably need to collect quite a few of these to be able to sell them quickly. But yeah, you can just try and trade these out. They're ridiculously expensive. Even on EU, they're still quite expensive over there. So yeah, just really worth doing. Alright, so now we want to look at a location to get river baits. There are a couple of locations. Craglawn is a good option through this section here. There's lots of river bait holes over here that you can use. But my stomping grounds is over here, this section, in Stonefalls, near the Brothers of Strife. Now, if you remember us talking about the gallery furnishings before, the 3 houses you get for free by talking to Philan Demery, Ebony Flask, traveling to this one here, allows you to travel basically right next door to the holes that I use here. So that's what I'm going to do now. So in Ebonheart now, from Ebony Flask, you just travel a little bit south. The first thing you want to do is just unlock this way shrine, so you can easily access this in the future if you want to do this again. Now, what I would do is collect about, I'd say go 10, and if possible like 12 or 15 insect parts, because sometimes even with insect parts you just won't get fish. It's just an RNG game, but like the odds of getting no fish is like pretty low, so you should be fine. But it's just good to have just in case. Alright, so all you do, find the fishing holes like this one here, all the splashing in the water. You hold E to select your bait type. Now you can use river fishing bait, or sorry, you can use insect parts and which one is the other one? I must not have it. Never mind. There's another one. I think it's, I can't remember. Maybe it's like a little fish type. I can't remember which one it is, but there's 2 of each type. So you can use the other one if you want, but insect parts is much cheaper, so you could just sell the other one and get some insect parts instead. Alright, there we go. As an example, we didn't get a fish, we got a gunny sack. That's why you want to carry some extra insect parts, just in case you get shit like that. Yeah, all you have to do is, as soon as you see your character do this, like a animation where the rod goes up a little bit, just press E. And that's all there is to it. So as soon as you see that, just press E, and that's it. So we got a fish. So now we just have to do that 8 more times. Or maybe more, depending on if we don't get fish 7 times in a row. Now, funnily enough, we just got a fish large, but that's actually a furnishing. It's not an actual fish. So this doesn't actually count for the endeavor. It's fucking backwards. But yeah, just an interesting thing to note. So yeah, again, that's why you want to bring more than 8 insect parts. Maybe go 20 if you're really worried. But yeah, you can see like 2 out of 4 goes has been fish. I know that doesn't look very good, but believe me, sometimes you'll just get 8 fish in a row straight away. Like most of the time, that'll happen. Go, got a salmon that time. So, just to show you, there's all these areas here can have river holes in them. They don't right now, but yeah, you just keep traveling over here, and yeah, you can see another one over there. There's splashing. That's a river fishing hole. And you find the same thing over all through here. Now, there is one fishing hole that's actually a foul fishing hole, and if you try and use insect parts for this, it won't give you the same chances. So in this case, you want to use crawlers or you want to use fish roe. Yeah, just so the one right in front of the lava. Also, fun fact, you can just sit in this lava and nothing happens. If you want to wow your friends with a magic trick, you can just sit in the lava. I think go further than that though and it starts dealing damage. Okay, so up here, there's also some more river fishing holes. So if you don't find anything down there, just come up here. You can see one there. And if you come over this way, Yeah, you'll see more over here. So I think the last one is over here. Once you get to this spot, that's like the last fishing pole that you can find, and you just come back down. Yeah, that's all there really is to fishing. There's not much to it. Very simple minigame. Just to understand, there is also some torchbugs here too. If you run out of insect parts, you can get them in a pinch just by checking the ones here. There's not many, but there are a few. There's more up here, I think. I know there's like one over here. Maybe it's like more over that way. Yeah, just oh yeah, there it is. Sorry, I completely missed it. Yeah, be on the lookout for these things as well. Alright, now on to the last option, which is Tel Var Stones. So there are a couple of ways to actually do this. If you have any Pelinal's boomboxes, the Zenithar boxes, or the Light Tel Var satchels, which you get from the I think they're called the Siege Master boxes that you get from completing the daily quests in Imperial City. If you have those contain Tel Var Stones in them. So instead of having to go to Imperial City, you don't even have to do that. You can just claim these Tel Var Stones here through this method here. That's one way to just complete this endeavor very quickly. So yeah, I just need 15 more. Just grab another one. Oh, that one didn't have any in it. But yeah, there we go. All done. And that's it. So yeah, you can do that, but yeah, the odds of you having stuff like that is probably quite slim. But if you do complete the Imperial City, the daily quests, like the Lifeblood of an Empire in the Arena District, I'll show you how to do that in a sec. But yeah, that's one way to just do it without even going there. Alright, so if you do want to do this directly in Imperial City, what you need to do is queue for one of these here. Now, no CP, you're probably going to find less people there. Even then, though, there's probably not going to be that many people in Imperial City unless it's like farm time. But yeah, you can just choose depending on if you want less people. That's better to do, but it's just that you'll probably be a bit slower because your champion points usually make you not only do more damage but also run around a bit quicker. But yeah, usually if you're going to do it the way I usually do it, which is to sit in the top of a tower just like plinking stuff, it's probably better anyway. Or if you just want to do the quest for the Tel Var satchels, it's probably better as well because, yeah, you encounter less people. So once you get inside here, what you're looking for is the room that doesn't have any icon on it. It has got a quest icon, but no room icon here. So this is what I just refer to as the ladder room. So there's 6 ladders, each one leading to one of the different districts. So as an example here, we can go to the Arena District. This is the one you want to go if you want to complete the quest and get the Tel Var satchels, because this quest here is really easy. So you've got this person here. This is the quest giver. So if you talk to her and start this quest, you'll see these civilians down here. If you kill the Daedra down here or get close enough where someone else or you interact with it yourself, they will progress the quest. Now there's a lot of them through here, but you'll get it done quicker if you go down there and like rescue them yourself. But you can sit at the top of the tower if you don't like PvP at all. You can literally do it without actually leaving this tower. So if I just hit this person here, see that actually counted, even though I'm still up here. So this is a really safe place to be because 1, enemies can't melee attack you, and 2, you have just basically a pull suppression. So people can actually pull you down from here. Do be aware though, you can get attacked up here from range, and if you use this with a PvE build, you're probably going to get killed very quickly with someone who's like properly set up to gank people in this place. So just be aware of that. Yeah, I can just attack this one here. There we go, and then back into safety. Got another bunch of citizens that we rescued. And all you have to do now, if you want to sit at the top of the tower, you just chill. Probably just like watch YouTube or something while you do this, just like something to entertain yourself. And yeah, just chill. Now the other thing is the reason I do this myself is there's a couple of things to increase the amount of Tel Var that you get while you're doing this. One of them is to have a bunch of Tel Var in your inventory. I've got 10,000 on me right here. That increases your Tel Var multiplier by 4. So every time I kill something in here right now, I get 4 times the amount of Tel Var. So if I just go ahead and kill this guy here, this is one of the tier 1 enemies. So this is one of the tougher opponents to kill. If I can kill them quick enough, there we go. Look at that, I got 50 Tel Var. And that's not, like, that's nowhere near as much as you can normally get. But yeah, just a few of those, that's all you'd need. You just kill 3 of those and then 1 of the regular enemies, or just like mix and match, and that's a quick way to do this. Obviously, you can just go down and kill them yourself naturally. You don't want to do this with 10,000 Tel Var in your inventory, though. You want to be very careful, because if you die, you lose half your Tel Var, and that is not good. And if a player kills you, they get half of it. So if you're running around with a lot of Tel Var, even if the players don't know that, they're probably going to see and just like, there'll be blue hexagon icons in their eyes, and they'll just be like, delicious. You're a tasty morsel to them, so you don't want to be down there dealing with that shit with 10,000 Tel Var in your inventory. The other thing is these districts here. If your faction owns these districts, you get 33% per district. So all districts under your control, you get 2 times extra. So you can get 6 times the amount of Tel Var gain from killing a single enemy through that there. So being able to do that is like incredible. You can kill just like a couple of the tier 1 enemies and get this done very quickly that way. Yeah, it just depends. Do you want to risk it and do that, or would you just rather keep things simple, go down there and just kill everything you see? And even if that player kills you, you got no Tel Var in your inventory, so it's not really worth anything to them. So it's a good idea to leave these ones here alive if you're going to do the quest, because if you're up here, you can only rescue these people by killing these enemies, so just killing both of them isn't a good idea. That's why I leave them alive. I think that over there is a chest. That little blue icon in front of it, I believe that's a chest. So you can open those too, and they give you Tel Var, so that's another thing you can do. But just be aware, when you start opening a chest in Imperial City, you become detected. So while you're opening the chest, if there's a player around and they start attacking you, you're only going to hear the sounds, and then once you get out of the inventory, it's like the chest opening icon, or chest opening mechanic, sorry, you probably will, it'll be too late. The player will probably have done enough damage to almost kill you, so yeah, just be very careful with that shit. If you see another player in the distance, probably just wait until you know they're gone before you do that shit. Alright, so I'm just going to wait for these citizens to come back, because I've only got 3 more to get. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes these things will take ages to respawn. If nobody is killing the other Daedra and freeing the other civilians, then it is likely going to take ages, because they only really like respawn faster if everything else has been attacked and freed. So yeah, just expect that. That's the thing. If you're just trying to loot Tel Var, it's probably better going in the less populated campaign. But if you're trying to do this quest, it's probably better going the populated one. Because here's the thing, even if people who aren't on your faction side kill the Daedra and free these civilians, as long as you're close enough, like if you stand here and they free them, it still counts for you. So you can actually get other players not on your side to do the work for you, to stay stealth and they don't know. So yeah, it's just like, it's really convenient as well because of that. Anyway, most players, you just chill up here. They just, even if they can see you, they just look at you and just like, oh, okay, there's chilling up there. And they'll just usually run off if there's nothing for them to do. Yeah, just be aware if they are a ranged build, you just want to be very careful, because seriously, man, some players in this place can kill you so fucking fast. So this setup I'm running is just Fire and Shattered Fate and Oaken Soul. I used to use Fire because it used to apply with a weapon ability. So when I'd hit snipe, it'd apply the proc from this straight away. But now it applies with light attack, so it's not as good, I think. Now I'd probably just swap this over with Tideborn Wildstalker, because that just increases direct damage, which is most of the damage that you're going to be doing. Just like this ability. Because yeah, I can just use this from so far away, that's why I'm using it. Because like, I can hit this fucking dude over here from over here. So, yeah. I could almost hit these guys over here if I had just a little bit more range, but I don't. Oh, I can actually hit them? What? Look at that. That is wild. Yeah, this thing has a range of 40 meters. It's quite wild. They're back, so it shouldn't be too much longer. Oh, these guys are back. Oh, and they just spawned. Awesome. Let's kill this one. One. Go over here. Assassinate this one again. And that's it. So now we just head back in. Just give it a second. I just got to get out of combat. There we go. Hand that in. Get a Siege Master's coffer. We got the Tel Var satchel here. Also a affix script, which is really good because they're usually the fucking most annoying one to get. Tel Var satchel has 200 Tel Var in it, so even if you complete this today, in the future you can just save up now and just use that Tel Var satchel for the next one. So it's really good. Last thing, or two things to cover. Firstly, if you want to leave, you just got to head to this door here, through the tunnel. You'll see the gate here, and it'll say exit. If it has like gibberish, like this, of irrigation tunnels, I suppose, don't go that way. That's the way into the sewers itself. Unless you want to get some Tel Var, that is. Yeah, this is the way back to Overland. Now, if you end up going down into Imperial City, you end up getting the Tel Var that you need, and you want to leave without having to go all the way out, or if you end up accidentally falling off and you got 10k Tel Var, just stay still and like go to a corner and go stealth, and just stay still, and go to the Alliance War tab again, go to Cyrodiil and queue for this instead. So what this will do is it'll just pull you straight out of the dangerous area in the Imperial City, because it's easy to get into the Imperial City then back up to the spawn areas. So it's like a well, easy to get into, difficult to get out. You can use this as just basically just like a cheat way to get back out without getting yourself in danger. So you just go to the way shrine here and just travel back out. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Yeah, I know some people will probably get shitty like PvPers that you can do that, but yeah, ain't anybody got time for that shit. So yeah, that'll be it. I'll leave it there. If you have any questions, you know the drill. Just give me a holler. But yeah, appreciate your support, everyone, as always. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Happy Friday.